My name's Natalie. I'm the executive director of the Cellular Agriculture Commercialization Laboratory, and also the co-founder and CEO of Deco Labs, which is the first company to spin out of the commercialization lab. Andrew and John and I founded Deco specifically to apply the technologies that are being developed here at Tufts to address the main obstacles that are standing in the way of cultivated meat reaching the market in a meaningful way. And the obstacles are the same as they've ever been. The obstacle is cost. Cultivated meat is expensive. Next slide, nice. And during Andrew's PhD, he identified a particularly expensive part of cultivated meat. So cultivated meat is expensive because the ingredients that we feed the cells themselves are very expensive. And Andrew was working on developing a serum-free cell culture media for cow cells, and it relied on a critical ingredient called albumin, which is a recombinantly produced protein. And for cultivated meat to capture just 0.1% of global meat demand at price parity, we will need much larger supplies of much cheaper albumin. So albumin today, the recombinant protein, costs around $40,000 on the lower end of the cost range, and is only supplied globally at 500 metric tons. We'll need to 10x the scale of production and reach at least $50 a kilogram to enable price parity. And the approach that we're taking at Deco is not to make recombinant albumin itself cheaper, but to find a totally different functional replacement. Andrew's next PhD project after the serum-free media formulation was to find a solution for this cost bottleneck of albumin. And after a couple of years of development, he developed a plant protein isolate that can fully replace the role of recombinant albumin in cell culture. Tufts holds 2 patents that cover the process of converting canola meal into a functional protein isolate that we call C-albumin. And this is the first product that we're bringing to market with Deco Labs. And it can simply be used as a drop-in replacement for recombinant albumin. So basically, it works really well across a wide variety of cell lines, and right now we're fully focused on scale-up. So this is some exciting data that we recently got from a collaborator at USC showing that it works really well for embryonic stem cell proliferation. And what we're excited to show here, so the yellow line is cell growth with our ingredient. The green line is the cell growth with recombinant albumin, and then the lower lines is a negative control and cell growth with BSA. And what's really exciting here is that the concentration of our ingredient is about 10 times lower than of recombinant albumin, which also has just really amazing, significant implications for cost reduction. It's cheaper, and you need much less of it to get cell growth. We're currently partnering with the CDMO to produce a liquid concentrate as well as a dry powder format. And yeah, we're just really focused on scale-up right now. So when we first spun out at lab scale, our production costs were already on par with the high-end range of recombinant albumin, and today production costs are on par with the lower-end range of recombinant albumin. Our seed stage milestone is to get to the $5,000 per kilo price point, which will put us on par with BSA, which is the animal-derived component that some companies are relying on today. Obviously, they want to switch away from something animal-derived, but it's cheaper than the recombinant version. Yeah, and I'll start to wrap up. Next slide. So we just started fundraising, so we're raising a seed round of $3.5 million to fund these scale-up goals and also to validate 2 additional products in our pipeline that we have preliminary exciting results for. And I'll end by just talking about our team, our super amazing team. John and Andrew are my best friends from graduate school, so getting to work with them every day is just a dream. Also David, of course. And we just onboarded Megan McGill this week. She's also a Tufts alum, David Kaplan alum. She's our new COO. And then also special shout out to Steve and Max, who are both here today. They've just both stepped up as advisors in just the most impactful way and really surpassed my expectations of how helpful people could be. And we've learned a lot about the business side from them.
All right.